y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Easter is just around the corner, and you know what that means. Time to bring out all the adorable decorations. Whether you're planning a big Easter brunch or just want to add a touch of springtime whimsy to your home, there's nothing quite like a handcrafted touch. Today, we're tackling some super cute and easy DIY Easter decorations, perfect for adding a touch of farmhouse charm to your holiday celebration. So grab your crafting supplies, and let's hop right in. First up, let's create a wreath that's bursting with springtime charm, our bunny wreath. This delightful project is perfect for adding a touch of whimsy to your home decor and is a fun way to celebrate the season. You can use a foam wreath form or a grapevine wreath. Both options work wonderfully, but they each offer a different aesthetic. I'm going with a grapevine wreath for that rustic farmhouse feel. It adds a natural texture that's perfect for a springtime look. Start by choosing your fabric. This is where you can really let your creativity shine. I'm using classic burlap, but you can use any fabric that speaks to you, maybe a floral print or pastel gingham. The choice of fabric can completely change the look and feel of your wreath. Cut your fabric into strips and wrap them around your wreath form, securing with hot glue. Make sure the strips overlap slightly to cover the wreath form completely. Once your wreath is covered, it's time to give our bunny friends some ears. This is where the magic starts to happen. Cut 2 bunny ear shapes out of felt. You can make them as big or small as you like, depending on the look you're going for. To give the ears some dimension, layer a slightly smaller ear shape in a contrasting color on top. This adds depth and makes the ears look more realistic. Now, let's give our bunny a cute little face. This is where you can add personality to your wreath. Use buttons for the eyes and nose or a black marker. You can even get creative and use other materials like beads or small pom-poms. For the whiskers, use embroidery floss or thin strips of felt. These little details really bring the bunny to life. Attach everything with hot glue. Make sure everything is securely in place so your wreath can withstand the elements if you hang it outside. For the finishing touch, tie a big, beautiful bow at the bottom of your wreath. Choose a ribbon that complements your fabric and adds a pop of color. And there you have it, a charming bunny wreath that's sure to bring a smile to your face every time you walk through the door. It's a delightful way to welcome spring into your home. Next up, let's add some color and whimsy to our Easter table with charming egg centerpieces. Gather your acrylic paints, paintbrushes, and any other embellishments that catch your eye. First, hard-boil your eggs. Once they're cooked and cooled, gently tap them on a hard surface to create cracks all over the shell. Mix up some vibrant paint colors and dip your cracked eggs into the dye. The color will seep into the cracks, creating a beautiful marbled effect. Experiment with different color combinations and dipping techniques to create unique designs. Once your eggs are dry, add some extra flair with a fine-tipped paintbrush and metallic gold paint for delicate details. You can also glue on tiny beads, sequins, or glitter for an extra touch of sparkle. Arrange your decorated eggs in a rustic wooden bowl, a vintage glass jar, or a simple wicker basket. Tuck in some sprigs of fresh greenery, like eucalyptus or ferns, around your eggs. These egg centerpieces are easy to customize and make a beautiful addition to your Easter table. Let's add a touch of handmade charm to our Easter decor with a playful and colorful garland. This project is perfect for bringing the family together and creating lasting memories. Plus, it's a wonderful way to add a personal touch to your holiday decorations. This project is super easy to customize. You can tailor it to fit your style and preferences, making it as simple or as elaborate as you like. We'll be using cardstock or felt, but you can let your imagination run wild with different materials and textures. Think about incorporating fabric scraps, buttons, or even recycled materials for a unique twist. Start by choosing your favorite Easter shapes. Bunnies, chicks, eggs, carrots, anything goes. You can even mix and match different shapes to create a more dynamic and interesting garland. Trace your shapes onto your cardstock or felt and cut them out. Make sure to use sharp scissors for clean edges, and don't be afraid to experiment with different sizes. Add some personality to your shapes with crayons, markers, paint, glitter, or anything else that sparks your creativity. This is where you can really let your artistic side shine. Once your shapes are dry and decorated, it's time to string them together. Make sure they are completely dry to avoid any smudging or damage. Cut a length of twine, yarn, or ribbon. The length will depend on where you plan to hang your garland, so measure your space beforehand. Using a hole punch, make a small hole at the top of each shape. Be careful to place the hole in a spot that will allow the shape to hang nicely. Carefully thread your shapes onto your string, leaving a few inches of space between each one. This spacing will help your garland look balanced and visually appealing. Hang your garland across your mantelpiece along a wall or drape it over a window for a pop of Easter cheer. It's a versatile decoration that can brighten up any room. This garland adds a playful touch to any space and is a fun way to get the whole family crafting together. Enjoy the process and the beautiful result of your collaborative effort. What's Easter without a basket full of goodies? It's a tradition that brings joy to both kids and adults alike. Instead of buying pre-made baskets, let's create our own personalized Easter treat holders. This way, you can add a unique touch and make it extra special. We'll start with the base of our basket. This is the foundation, so it's important to choose the right materials. You can use a small cardboard box, which is easy to find and work with. Alternatively, a tin can with the label removed or a plastic container can work just as well. Each option has its own charm. Just make sure it's sturdy enough to hold your treats. You don't want your basket falling apart. Next, we'll create the handle. Use a sturdy wire, thick rope, strip of fabric, or a wooden dowel. Each material gives a different look and feel. Bend it into a handle shape and secure the ends to the inside of your basket base. Make sure it's firmly attached. Now comes the fun part, decorating. This is where you can let your creativity shine. Wrap your basket base with colorful paper, fabric scraps, or any material you like. You can even use pages from old magazines for a unique, recycled look. Secure everything in place with glue or tape. Make sure everything is well attached. Don't be afraid to mix and match different patterns and textures. This adds a lot of character to your basket. Add a touch of Easter flair by cutting out bunny shapes, egg shapes, or flower shapes from felt and gluing them onto your basket. These little details make your basket stand out. You can also add embellishments like buttons, ribbons, or any other small decorations you have on hand. For a whimsical touch, consider adding googly eyes. They add a fun and playful element. Once your basket is decorated, fill it up with Easter goodies. Think colorful candies, chocolate eggs, and other treats. You can also include small toys or handwritten notes to make it even more special. These DIY baskets are charming and surprisingly simple to make. They add a personal touch to your Easter celebrations and are sure to be a hit with everyone. Well, there you have it. We've crafted our way through a whole basket full of Easter decorations. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about creating something special and unique with your own two hands. Don't forget to share pictures of your creations with me on social media. I love seeing your takes on these projects. Happy crafting and happy Easter, y'all. Gap 2S. Now, let's dive into one of the most iconic Easter traditions, painting Easter eggs. This is where you can truly let your creativity shine. Gap 1S. First, start with a clean, dry egg. You can use either hard-boiled eggs or hollow out the eggshells if you want to keep them for a longer time. Pro tip: if you're hollowing out the eggs, be gentle to avoid cracking them. Gap 1S. Next, gather your supplies. Vibrant acrylic paints, paintbrushes of various sizes, and a cup of water for rinsing your brushes. You might also want to have some paper towels handy for any spills. Gap 1S. When it comes to painting, start with a base coat. This will make your colors pop even more. Allow the base coat to dry completely before adding your designs. You can use a hairdryer on a low setting to speed up the process. Gap 1S. For patterns, the sky's the limit. Try stripes, polka dots, or even intricate floral designs. If you're feeling adventurous, you can use stencils for more complex patterns. Gap 1S. And here's a fun trick. Use a toothbrush to create a speckled effect. Simply dip the toothbrush into the paint and flick it onto the egg. This adds a playful, textured look. Gap 1S. Once your masterpiece is complete, let the eggs dry thoroughly. Display them in a decorative bowl or use them as part of your Easter centerpiece. Gap 1S. And there you have it. With these tips and tricks, your Easter eggs will be the talk of the holiday. Happy painting, and may your Easter be as colorful as your eggs. Gap 2S. Now that our Easter eggs are vibrant and ready, let's move on to another fun and festive craft, making Easter bunny ears headbands. These adorable headbands are perfect for children and adults alike, adding a playful touch to your Easter celebrations. Gap 1S. Here's what you'll need: a plain headband, felt sheets in white and pink, a hot glue gun, scissors, and a pencil for tracing. Optional materials include glitter, sequins, or small flowers for extra decoration. Gap 1S. Start by drawing and cutting out 2 large ear shapes on the white felt. These will be your bunny ears. Then draw and cut out 2 smaller ear shapes on the pink felt. These will be the inner part of the ears. Gap 1S. Next, use the hot glue gun to attach the pink felt pieces onto the center of the white felt ears. Make sure they are securely glued. Be careful when handling the hot glue. Gap 1S. Once the ears are assembled, apply a line of hot glue along the bottom edge of each ear and attach them to the headband. Hold them in place for a few seconds until the glue sets. Gap 1S. If you want to add extra flair, now is the time to decorate your bunny ears with glitter, sequins, or small flowers. Simply use the hot glue gun to attach your chosen decorations. Gap 1S. And there you have it, your very own Easter bunny ears headband, ready to wear at any Easter event. These headbands are a delightful addition to any Easter outfit and make for fantastic photo opportunities. Gap 1S, happy crafting, and may your Easter be filled with fun and creativity. Gap 2S. Now that we've crafted our adorable Easter bunny ears headbands, let's add an extra layer of excitement to our Easter celebrations with a DIY Easter egg hunt. This activity is perfect for kids and adults alike, making your Easter Sunday even more memorable. Gap 1S. Today, we're going to create some fun and creative Easter egg hunt clues that will lead your little ones on an adventure around your home or garden. Gap 1S. Here's what you'll need: colorful cardstock or paper, markers or pens, scissors, and a little bit of imagination. Optional materials include stickers, glitter, or ribbon to decorate your clues. Gap 1S. Start by cutting the cardstock into small, easy-to-handle pieces. These will be your clue cards. You can also use pre-made tags if you prefer. Gap 1S. Now let's get creative with our clues. Think about fun and clever hiding spots around your home or garden. Here are a few ideas to get you started. Gap 1S. Gap 1S. 1. Write a clue like, "Where you sit to watch TV, look below and you will see." Gap 1S. Gap 1S. 2. Where it's cold and food stays fresh, find your next clue in a chilly nest. Gap 1S. Gap 1S. 3. Where you put your feet each day, a clue is hidden in a snug array. Gap 1S. Gap 1S. 4. Where the sun peeks in so bright, look behind and find your next delight. Gap 1S. Gap 1S. 5. Where green leaves grow and flowers bloom, dig a little and find your room. Gap 1S. Gap 1S. Feel free to come up with your own unique hiding spots and riddles. The more creative, the better. Write each riddle on a clue card and decorate them with stickers, glitter, or ribbon to make them extra special. Gap 1S. Once all your clues are ready, hide them in their respective spots, leading your hunters from one clue to the next. Make sure the final clue leads to a grand prize, like a basket of Easter treats or a special toy. Gap 1S. And there you have it, an exciting and engaging Easter egg hunt that will keep everyone entertained and filled with joy. Happy hunting, and may your Easter be filled with fun and laughter. Gap 1S. Gap 2S. Now that we've created some exciting Easter egg hunt clues, let's move on to a unique and charming craft that will light up your Easter celebrations: crafting Easter egg candles. This DIY project is not only fun, but also adds a warm, festive glow to your Easter decor. Gap 1S. Today, we'll show you how to make beautiful candles using eggshells as molds. It's a great way to repurpose those eggshells after making your favorite Easter treats. Gap 1S. Here's what you'll need: eggs, candle wax. You can use old candles or purchase candle-making wax. Candle wicks, a double boiler or microwave-safe container, and optional candle dye and fragrance oils. Gap 1S. First, carefully crack the eggs near the top, creating an opening large enough to pour in the wax. Empty the eggs and clean the shells thoroughly. Let them dry completely. Gap 1S. Next, set up your double boiler or use a microwave-safe container to melt the candle wax. If you're using old candles, chop them into small pieces for easier melting. If you want to add color, now is the time to mix in your candle dye. You can also add a few drops of fragrance oil for a pleasant scent. Gap 1S. While the wax is melting, prepare your eggshell molds by placing a candle wick inside each shell. You can use a small piece of tape or a dab of melted wax to hold the wick in place at the bottom. Gap 1S. Once the wax is fully melted and mixed, carefully pour it into the eggshells, filling them almost to the top. Make sure the wicks stay centered as the wax hardens. Allow the candles to cool and solidify completely. Gap 1S. And there you have it, your very own Easter egg candles. These charming candles make wonderful decorations for your Easter table or delightful gifts for friends and family. Gap 1S. Light them up to create a warm and festive atmosphere and enjoy the cozy glow they bring to your celebrations. Gap 1S. We hope you enjoyed this egg-citing DIY project. Happy crafting and have a bright and beautiful Easter. Gap Gap 1S. Gap 2S. Now that we've crafted some delightful Easter egg candles, let's dive into the colorful world of Easter egg dyeing. Dyeing Easter eggs is a beloved tradition that brings vibrant colors and creativity to your holiday celebration. Today, we'll explore a mix of traditional and modern techniques to help you create stunning Easter eggs that will impress everyone. Gap 1S. First, let's start with the classic method using natural dyes. You'll need hard-boiled eggs, vinegar, and natural ingredients like onion skins, red cabbage, turmeric, and beets. Gap 1S. Boil the natural ingredients in water with a tablespoon of vinegar for about 30 minutes to extract the colors. Strain the liquid and let it cool before dipping your eggs. For deeper hues, leave the eggs in the dye overnight in the refrigerator. Gap 1S. Next, let's try the shaving cream method for a marbled effect. Spread a layer of shaving cream on a baking sheet and add drops of food coloring. Use a toothpick to swirl the colors together. Roll your hard-boiled eggs in the mixture and let them sit for about 10 minutes. Rinse them off, and you'll have beautifully marbled eggs. Gap 1S. For a more modern approach, let's use silk ties to create intricate patterns. Cut old silk ties into pieces large enough to wrap around an egg. Wrap the egg tightly with the silk, ensuring the printed side is facing the egg. Then wrap the silk-covered egg with a piece of white fabric or an old pillowcase and secure it with a twist tie. Boil the wrapped eggs in water with a few tablespoons of vinegar for about 20 minutes. Unwrap to reveal the stunning designs transferred from the silk. Gap 1S. Finally, for a quick and easy method, try using stickers and rubber bands. Place stickers or wrap rubber bands around your eggs before dyeing them with store-bought egg dye kits. Once the dyeing is complete, remove the stickers or bands to reveal fun patterns and designs. Gap 1S. There you have it, a variety of egg-cellent dyeing techniques to make your Easter eggs truly unique. Whether you prefer traditional methods or modern twists, these techniques will add a splash of color and creativity to your holiday festivities. Gap 1S, happy Easter egg dyeing, and enjoy the vibrant results of your creative efforts.